Hey everybody, Steve Dixon here with Keller Williams Edge Realty, and here for another episode of Sit Down with Steve. And Kevin Lincoln, the club manager at Vive Fitness here in Southeast Burlington at Appleby and Fairview, has been kind enough to join us and talk a little bit about their organization and what they're doing in the new world that we're living in to keep your health and mind active and stay fit during all this craziness that we're all going through. So thanks so much for joining us, Kevin. I'll pass it over to you to do an introductory of yourself, the organization, and we'll talk a little bit further.
Yeah, no, we appreciate it, Steve. I really appreciate you having me on here, and I'm looking forward to it. So obviously at Vive Fitness, we're taking some steps with the new world that we're living in to start helping people get back into fitness. Anybody watching this that's kind of confused about what to do at home, we do have a lot of Instagram videos up right now that we've been filming through the duration. Just some stuff you could be doing at home, both in the sense of general fitness and rehabilitation if you're dealing with any injuries. Maybe you put on some weight from the quarantine. You know, we all ate a little more than we should have. A lot of videos over there at Vive Fitness Fairview, exactly what it sounds like on Instagram. And we're hoping in about 2 weeks to be starting some outdoor workout classes as well, which we'll be sending emails out and posting on the Instagram again, just to let people know exactly what the logistics will be for that, how to join, and what the cost will be.
That's great. So tell us a little bit about more, what is Vive Fitness doing in additional to cater to this new world we live in? Like what kind of programs can people expect when they are looking for fitness needs?
Yeah, so we're going into it with a three-phase plan on our end, as much as the government also has their three-phase plan. So our
Yeah.
first phase will obviously be once we're allowed to reopen, which we're hoping is about a month from now. We will have barricades up between all cardio machines and strength machines. We'll be turning our classroom area into a personal training only area in order to make sure that there's some distance between people, as classes obviously won't be running indoors for a while. We're going to be ramping up the cleanliness in general, making sure that there's disinfectant available at every piece of equipment throughout the entire club, as well as disposable cloths. So we don't want people using reusable cloths, obviously. And that'll be something that we obviously ask our members to take part in, but we'll be doing a big part of that as well. We will be hiring an additional cleaner, as far as I know, whose job will pretty much be to walk around the gym, making sure that everything's cleaned up like consistently throughout the day. Other than that, we will be wearing masks. So everybody who works in the club directly will be having a mask and protective gear on at all times. So myself, Tom, and all the personal trainers that you'll meet when you come through the door. We're not expecting people to wear masks in the club when they're exercising, because there's obviously health risks associated with that as well. But we're open to the idea that some people are going to be more comfortable with that, and they're more than welcome to if that's something they prefer. Phase two will be when we start introducing some of our small group classes back. We don't know a date on that, obviously, any more than anybody else in the world does right now. But that's when we'll start to kind of ease up on the restrictions on the areas of places, and hopefully get classes of up to 6 to 8 people running again indoors with a little more to it. And then hopefully phase three will just be fully reopening the gym and everything will be back to normal.
Yeah, that's great. So you guys are really adapting, eh? Like that's huge for people.
Yeah.
So smaller groups, that sort of thing. So,
Yeah.
People have been cooped up now for, a
Yeah.
few months. What are you finding people have been doing, or what can you advise to our viewers out there to stay motivated around exercise in these new times we're all in?
I would say the big thing to remember is that part of why we're in this situation is health. It's a health concern for people, and it is very important that you stay active and that you are making healthy life choices, right? So it doesn't have to be as intense as a gym right now while you're taking a break. If you don't have access to dumbbells and things like that at home, that's okay. Getting outdoors and walking, keeping active in some sense. Maybe you like biking. Again, we have our workout videos. Obviously, we do have various ones set up for people who have no equipment, people who have minimal equipment, people who have some equipment, as well as a lot of modifications for all of those options so that people know what to do. The one positive note to remember too is there's a lot of science that backs the fact that you'll typically gain back what you lost over a 6-month period in about 8 weeks, assuming that you're active. So
Wow.
keep yourself moving right now. Stay a little bit healthy. Don't let yourself fall completely off track and stay demotivated. But know that when you come back in, we're going to be here to support you. We have a great team of professionals that we're working with. It's one of the big things that we're really working on pushing at Vive is a smaller team where very high level professionals, you'll get all the support you need in every aspect, and we'll help you get right back on track and right back to where you were. So just stay active, stay motivated. Understand that, again, we're in this for health reasons. So let's stay healthy. Let's not use it as an excuse to not be healthy.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if people that are watching, wanted to, learn a bit more about your facility, or, maybe people are thinking, wow, like I've been sitting around the last few months, I really want to get into some routine. Like, how can they reach out to you guys, or how are you engaging with customers right now?
Yeah, so directly the best way is, of course, our Instagram. We are actively in the DMs. We have a lot of people messaging us there, asking us the questions about specific workouts. They're asking us questions about the videos and some modifications, and we're pretty active there. And we also have our email, so Fairview at Vive Fitness, exactly as it sounds.com. You can reach out to us there. We'll get back to you usually within 24 hours. We are still actively working. So we do want members to know, current or future, you can reach out to us through any of our avenues. We are actively on them. We're not just sitting at home and, relaxing. We're still actively working. And we are going to be setting up a pre-sale office as soon as we have a set date as well, for the people who are interested in maybe getting back into it and working with a coach, or want to take advantage of those small group classes we're going to be starting outdoors, or just they want to get into a membership. One of the best things about Vive is that we are a family-owned business. We're smaller, so that allows us to guarantee a lot more of the cleanliness and the hope that people will feel more comfortable. When you're going into a big box gym and there's 500 people in there, it is hard to feel comfortable with the cleanliness. And that's just the nature of the beast, unfortunately, in big buildings. So one of the benefits to coming to Vive will be that we are a small facility. We're built around the idea that we can actively be keeping everything up to date at all times.
That's great, Kevin. That's a lot of good info today. So everybody, I think the message today is there's ways to stay fit. We don't have to sit at home and sit on the couch 24/7. We can get out there and do some stuff and still have some fun while practicing physical distancing. So Kevin, thanks so much for joining us today. I really appreciate that. Stay well, stay healthy, and even better, stay fit.
You as well, Steve. Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Take care.